4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Second and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. Looking to throw, McCarthy. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings tie things up at 14. Here's Reichard, set to kick this away. Dowdle now to return it. Big lick from the coverage team there, and that's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. On target to his back when we go Dowdle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Back to throw. This one's taken in by Hill. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
3rd and long for him here. He gets this one to Myers. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he doesn't get the lane he wants or needs. He's going to be taken down at the line. Back-to-back runs yielding just 2 yards, and now it's 3rd and 8.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Man in motion here. Here he is on 3rd and long. Olave with the catch. He's still going at the 30. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. From the red zone now. The throw is caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They get 2 on the play, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. McCaffrey has the New Orleans touchdown. The Saints take the lead just before halftime. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Colson and Devo's got it.
That's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Fits it through the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the price for moving the chains that time.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite. And the play went right over his head.
First down, ball at the 36. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Fielded at the 7. Returns looking good so far. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
So march it forward after they accept the penalty. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's a give up the middle. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Going to the ground again on first. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Another carry for him. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on 4th. Nice punt here, up and angled towards the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They'll throw it. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. But find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. Well, it's a perfect play to break it big.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Back to McCaffrey on 2nd down. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Ivan Pace able to make the stop.
It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
McCaffrey on 3rd down. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
This time it's a passing play. On top. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. It's picked out by the Vikings going the other way. And as this play winds up out of bounds, let's see what that flag is all about. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. Running it after the penalty. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. They're throwing it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Here comes the Saints punting unit. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. And that punt reaches 50 yards. And it's going to be Vikings football. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brought down by Paulson Adebo. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
At After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back to the well again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, and they go right back to it. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. To go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Getting out to his left. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Normally in dime coverage, you do get a little extra time to find and make a throw. Even with fewer guys rushing the pocket that time, they still brought him down before he could ever find a target to throw to.
Complete beyond the marker. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. Second and 6 coming up here. Now it's McCarthy. This throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They get 2 on the play, and now they've got 1st and goal. They give it to him again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Now it's a bootleg for him. And the Saints came marching home, and they dropped him. And that sack that have cost them some yardage.
I think his decision-making were to check, but his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
3rd and goal for McCarthy. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he drives this forward to the 6.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing off the play fake here. And that falls incomplete. Couldn't connect with Tyreek Hill. So that brings up second down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Second and 10 now. Completed to his running back. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw it. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They bring Olave in motion. On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this through the midfield stripe and starts pushing into Vikings territory. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 48. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. Room to run inside the 20. And he has it all the way down to the 8. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
On the counter, McCaffrey. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. Working quickly here.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. McCaffrey. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Saints go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Christian McCaffrey to touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. McCarthy looking to throw. Able to get it to Franklin. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
open here. It's 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's into the hands of Franklin. And he'll get it up to the 44. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Back to the air, McCarthy. Looking for a target. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find Justin Jefferson. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. To throw. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Here he is to throw. Try and push it deep downfield. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
That's completed right side. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Forced out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Ivan Pace has got it. And the Vikings will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
back-to-back carries here. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Minnesota spends its second time out here. Still one more in their pocket to use. Third down, 1 yard to go. Now to throw. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So fans starting to stream from the Superdome to the French Quarter